How does one organize a to-do list that doesn't instantly cause anxiety? Facing a list of endless tasks can feel like an insurmountable mountain, sparking anxiety rather than motivation. Yet, organizing a to-do list doesn't have to be nerve-wracking. The secret lies in creating a system that promotes calm and efficiency, letting you tackle one task at a time without feeling overwhelmed. We'll explore practical methods that transform your list into a tool for productivity and peace. Whether it's by prioritizing tasks, setting achievable goals, or simply adopting a mindset shift, managing your to-do list should support your life, not stress it. Understanding to-do list anxiety. When a to-do list stretches out endlessly, it's like staring at the horizon from a tiny boat in the middle of the ocean. For many, this endless expanse isn't calming. Instead, it's a source of stress and uncertainty. Why does an organizational tool intended to help us begin to feel like a burden? Let's break it down. The psychological impact of Overwhelm. A lengthy, unstructured to-do list can feel like trying to untangle a giant ball of yarn. Each task, even the small ones, can seem insurmountable when stacked together without any order. This overwhelming feeling has a psychological impact. It creates a perception of chaos. Imagine standing at the foot of a massive mountain covered in fog. You know there's a path to the top, but you can't see it. That's how a disorganized to-do list can feel. When there are too many tasks with no priority, it can lead to a mental logjam. Your brain might constantly flip through the list, leaving you unsure of where to even start. This sense of overwhelm can trigger stress responses. It plays into our natural fight or flight instincts, making us want to abandon the to-do list altogether. But avoidance only adds to the anxiety, as tasks continue to pile up in the background. The role of perfectionism. Perfectionism can be the unwelcome guest at the to-do list party, turning plans into a source of anxiety rather than relief. Perfectionists often feel that tasks must be completed perfectly or they don't count at all. This mindset can transform a simple task into a high-stakes endeavor. Think of a to-do list as a canvas. For a perfectionist, each task is a brushstroke that has to be flawless. The fear of making a mistake can paralyze progress. Instead of seeing tasks as opportunities, they become potential failures just waiting to happen. Perfectionists might also overestimate the time or effort needed for each task, leading to procrastination. The pressure to achieve perfection can stall decision-making, leaving tasks unfinished and anxiety mounting. Embracing the idea that done is better than perfect can help loosen the grip of perfectionism on to-do lists. Understanding these aspects of to-do list anxiety can be the first step in calming the waters and finding a path forward. Recognizing the triggers and patterns that lead to stress helps in reshaping how to-do lists are handled, turning them back into the helpful tools they were meant to be. Creating an anxiety-free to-do list. There's something almost magical about crossing items off a to-do list. Yet, for many, even the sight of an extensive list can ignite feelings of dread. How do you tackle a mountain of tasks without it taking a toll on your mental peace? By organizing your list mindfully, you can turn an intimidating task list into a structured pathway to productivity and calm. Set realistic goals. Imagine trying to climb a mountain in a single bound. It's unrealistic and likely to send anyone into a panic. The same logic applies to your daily tasks. When you set goals that are too large or vague, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Instead, break them down into smaller, more digestible steps. This approach isn't just about making things easier, it's about viewing your workload through a lens that's realistic. By taking it one small hill at a time, rather than a mountain all at once, you minimize the chances of feeling buried by your tasks. Prioritize tasks effectively. Every task feels urgent in the heat of the moment, but is it really? Not all tasks carry the same weight, and that's where effective prioritization comes into play. The Eisenhower matrix is a tool that can simplify this process. By dividing tasks into 4 categories: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important, you can clearly see what demands your immediate attention. This matrix not only helps in task management but also in reducing anxiety by showing you that not everything is a fire to be put out immediately. Limit your daily tasks. Less is often more, especially when it comes to to-do lists. A lengthy list can feel like facing an army all on your own. With fewer tasks, you can give each one the focus it truly deserves. Limit your daily list to the most vital tasks and aim to achieve them. This isn't about doing less overall, but focusing your energy on meaningful accomplishments without the added stress of a never-ending list. By capping your daily tasks, you create a manageable plan that ensures not just productivity, but peace of mind as well. Remember, a to-do list is a tool meant to assist you, not a tyrant meant to control you. With these strategies, you can craft a list that empowers rather than exhausts, guiding you through your day with a sense of accomplishment and calm. Formatting your to-do list when it comes to managing daily tasks without the heavy weight of anxiety. The way you format your to-do list can make a significant difference. A well-structured list can transform an overwhelming cloud of tasks into a clear, manageable path forward. Let's explore how different formats and styles can influence your productivity and peace of mind. Visual appeal and simplicity. Imagine staring at a cluttered desk, papers strewn everywhere, post-its overlapping, a tangle of cords, and scattered pens. It's enough to make anyone's head spin. Now, visualize a desk with neatly arranged essentials, everything in its place. This second scenario is not only more pleasing to the eye but also soothing to the mind. The same concept applies to your to-do list. A tidy, visually appealing list doesn't just look good, it feels good. Using clear headings, bullet points, and even color coding can help separate tasks and make them easier to tackle. When you glance at your list, it should invite you in rather than repel you. Choose a layout that resonates with you, perhaps a minimalist design with plenty of space, or one with gentle colors that differentiate between categories. This visual clarity reduces the "where do I even start?" paralysis and encourages you to dive into your day with purpose and calm. Digital versus paper lists. In an age dominated by digital technology, the choice between digital and paper to-do lists can be a tough one. Each has its unique benefits and challenges, and choosing the right format can significantly affect your mental load. Digital lists. 1. Pros. Digital lists offer flexibility and accessibility. 1. With synchronization across devices, your list travels with you, ensuring you're always in the know. 1. Features like reminders and integration with calendars can make planning seamless. 2. Cons. However, endless customization and notifications can sometimes lead to distraction. 2. The temptation to tweak layouts or get lost in app settings could become a procrastination tool rather than a productivity booster. Paper lists. 1. Pros. Paper lists, on the other hand, encourage focus. 1. The act of writing by hand is meditative, grounding you in the moment. 1. Crossing off a task physically can give a tangible sense of accomplishment that digital checkboxes often lack. 2. Cons. But paper lists lack the dynamism of digital options. 2. Lose your notebook and you're left without your carefully crafted plans. Ultimately, the best choice depends on your personal preferences and lifestyle. Some find solace in the tactile connection of pen to paper, while others thrive on the convenience and connectivity of digital tools. Take the time to experiment and discover which format calms your mind and reduces your anxiety the most. Choosing the right format and style for your to-do list isn't just about preference. It's about creating a tool that works for you, not against you. Don't be afraid to try different methods until you find the perfect fit. Incorporating mindfulness into task management. In a world buzzing with endless notifications and demands, mindfulness can be your secret weapon to conquer a to-do list without feeling overwhelmed. Mindfulness isn't just about meditation. It's about being present and fully engaged in the task at hand. Let's explore how mindfulness can transform how you manage your tasks, helping to reduce anxiety and enhance productivity. Mindful task execution. When tackling tasks, it's easy to feel pulled in a million directions. Mindful task execution is about focusing on one thing at a time. Imagine trying to juggle flaming torches. Stressful, right? Now picture handling each torch separately. Much calmer. Here are some techniques to enhance focus and reduce stress. 1. Single tasking over multitasking. Embrace doing just one thing at a time. 1. It's not just about completing tasks but doing so with quality and precision. 2. Mindful breathing. Before diving into a task, take a moment to breathe deeply. 2. This grounding technique clears mental clutter and sets the tone for focused work. 3. Set clear intentions. At the start of each task, decide what you want to achieve. 3. Setting a clear intention centers your mind on what's important. Reflect and adjust regularly. Like any good relationship, your connection with your to-do list needs regular tune-ups. Reflecting weekly on what works and what doesn't helps refine your approach. Think of your to-do list as a garden. Sometimes, it needs pruning and new seeds to grow better. Consider these reflection practices. 1. Weekly reflection. Spend a few minutes each week reviewing your completed tasks. 1. Ask yourself what made certain tasks easier to complete and why others fell through the cracks. 2. Adjust your strategy. If a particular method isn't resonating, don't hesitate to tweak it. 2. Perhaps switching to digital tools or changing time management techniques could make a difference. 3. Celebrate small wins. Recognize your achievements, no matter how small. 3. This positive reinforcement fuels motivation and reduces anxiety over unfinished tasks. Integrating mindfulness into task management isn't about adding more to your plate. It's about optimizing the way you approach your tasks, making the process itself less stressful and more fulfilling. When to seek help? For many people, making a to-do list is a great way to stay organized and on track. But what happens when, instead of helping, your to-do list starts making you anxious? Sometimes, the pressure of managing tasks can become overwhelming. It's important to recognize when it's time to reach out for help. Below are some signs that your anxiety may be at a level where professional guidance is needed. Recognizing severe anxiety symptoms. Anxiety can show up in many forms. It's not just a matter of feeling stressed. It's a deeper fear or worry that can affect your everyday life. Here are some signs that your anxiety might be more serious. 1. Constant worry. If you find yourself worrying about worst-case scenarios more often than not, it may be more than just everyday stress. 1. This kind of thinking can make it hard to complete even simple tasks. 2. Feeling restless or irritable. When anxiety takes over, you might find it nearly impossible to relax or feel at ease. 2. Small things can make you snappy or agitated. 3. Physical symptoms. Anxiety is not just in your head. 3. Some people experience headaches, dizziness, chest pains, or a racing heart. 3. If these symptoms are frequent, it might be time to talk to someone. 4. Interference with daily life. If anxiety stops you from doing things you enjoy, like hanging out with friends or focusing on work or school, it could be significant enough to get help. 5. Avoidance. Do you avoid certain places or situations because of fear? 5. Avoidance can limit your life in ways you didn't intend. Remember, seeking help is a step towards feeling better, not a sign of weakness. Therapy and counseling offer tools and strategies to manage feelings that become too heavy to handle alone. Like getting a tutor for math or hiring a coach for sports, seeing a mental health professional can guide you through the complexities of anxiety. Conclusion: crafting a to-do list that doesn't cause anxiety is more than just jotting down tasks on paper. Implementing strategies like prioritizing tasks, setting realistic goals, and embracing flexibility can make a considerable difference. The key takeaway is to approach your to-do list as a tool for empowerment rather than a source of stress. Encourage yourself to explore various methods, such as time blocking or digital apps, to find what resonates best with you. Remember, organizing tasks is not just about productivity, it's about achieving a sense of calm and control. Thoughtful planning transforms your to-do list into a pathway to tranquility. Try these ideas and notice how your productivity and peace of mind evolve. Wouldn't it be refreshing to look forward to your lists instead of dreading them? Share your unique strategies or insights and let's continue the conversation.